Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight for News 4 at 6. I'm Matt Breen. Jessica Bowman has the night off. We begin tonight in the Iowa Great Lakes, where conditions are improving on one body of water there. The Iowa Department of Natural Resources has removed one lake from its impaired waterways list after decades of work. We're talking about Lower Gar Lake, the southernmost of the 6 lakes in the Okoboji area. After years of working to reduce runoff, the Iowa DNR says that lake is now safe to swim in again. KTIV's Ellen I joins us live from Lower Gar Lake. And so, Ellen, what does this news mean for recreation options there?
Well, Matt, for years, this lake behind me was too murky and choked with algae to safely swim in. But tonight, state officials are saying that the water quality has turned around, a milestone decades in the making.
About 2004, levels of turbidity and algal growth in Lower Gar Lake indicated that it wasn't a swimmable lake, that it was aesthetically objectionable for swimming.
For more than 2 decades, Lower Gar struggled with cloudy water and algae blooms, driven by one main culprit: phosphorus.
Phosphorus comes from a lot of places. It's naturally found in soil, but it's also in plants. It's going to be in wastewater. It's in any kind of animal waste, and it's used in some fertilizer blends. And so anytime there's soil or water running off of residential or agricultural lands, there's a potential for phosphorus to enter the lake and drive that algal growth.
The recovery started beyond the shoreline. Restoration efforts focused on the watershed surrounding Lower Gar, where conservation practices helped reduce runoff, carrying phosphorus and sediment into the water.
We have done anything from grass waterways to wetland restorations, prairie plantings, and then we did things like cover crops and less tillage. Those are all things that went into into this project, including not just farm practices, but we've also had a lot of urban practices. So we've had soil quality restoration, we've had low impact development practices.
The effort reduced sediment flowing into the lake by more than 6,900 tons and cut phosphorus by more than 15,000 pounds a year.
We're looking at 5 years of data, and we look at a median value for both turbidity, which is the distance we can see into the water, and chlorophyll A, which is a good indicator of algal growth. And those two levels combined are a good indication of the health of the lake, especially for recreational purposes.
Lower Gar is the southernmost lake on the Iowa Great Lakes chain and receives runoff from the larger lakes to its north, making its health a key indicator for the entire system.
A watershed project usually takes upwards of 15 years to see a difference, and this one certainly did. And so there are a lot of folks who have worked in the lake's watershed for decades, and to see their success bear fruit is really exciting for me.
The DNR says that the delisting was first confirmed back in 2024, but just finalized this summer. Officials also add that Lower Gar is no longer impaired, but the work isn't over. Continued stewardship will be key to making sure that it stays off the list for years to come.